Sae is a name of a girl who had always dreamed of leaving her quiet countryside. Life there was simple but too small for her dreams. So after graduation, she packed her things and moved to the city, chasing a future she believed would change her life. She rented a tiny room with her roommate from the same province. It wasn't comfortable, but it was full of hope. After many applications, Sae finally got a job as an admin intern in a large company. On her first day, she dressed professionally, her heart filled with excitement. HR introduced her to everyone, and she greeted them warmly, her smile bright and sincere. Her upline manager, Dara, was assigned to train her. Dara seemed kind and supportive, and Sae trusted her completely. Later that day, Dara brought her to meet the COO. That was the first time Sae saw him. Miker, tall, calm, and sharp. His presence was powerful, his expression unreadable. He didn't smile, didn't speak much, just gave a slight nod. Sae felt uncomfortable. He looks cold, even a bit scary, she thought. But why is he so handsome? She quickly shook the thought away. Everything went well, until the project. Sae worked hard with Dara, following every instruction carefully. But when the project was reviewed, it was full of mistakes. Before Sae could explain, Dara blamed everything on her. Sae stood frozen, shocked, speechless. Miker didn't ask questions, didn't investigate. He simply decided. She was fired. Just like that. No chance, no explanation. Sae walked out of the company, her hands shaking. That day she made a promise. One day, I will come back, and I will make him regret this. Life became difficult. Job after job rejected her. Days turned into weeks. Hope slowly faded, until one day she found a job posting. The salary was good, but the position, nanny. She hesitated, then accepted. The house was large, but empty, too quiet, too cold. The kitchen had almost nothing. The garden was lifeless. It didn't feel like a home. Then she met the boy. He was angry all the time. I don't like you, he said immediately. Sae smiled gently. That's okay. I'll still take care of you. At first, she was patient, calm, kind, but the boy refused everything, until one day Sae finally stood firm. Enough, she said. You don't have to like me, but you will not behave like this. The boy froze, and something changed. From that day on, he slowly listened. He smiled more, laughed more. Sae began to change the house. She cooked warm meals. She filled the kitchen. She planted flowers in the garden. The empty house slowly became a home. The boy started to depend on her, like a child to a mother, and without realizing it, Sae began to care deeply for him too. But the father, he was never around. He came home late, left early, a stranger in his own house, until one weekend. The boy insisted his father take him out. That day, Sae saw him and froze. It was Miker, her ex-boss, the man who fired her. Shock turned into anger. This is my chance. Sae began her silent revenge. She controlled the house. She made the boy depend only on her. She slowly created distance between father and son. If he cared, he would be here, she told the boy once. At first, Miker didn't notice, but soon, something felt wrong. His son became distant. Yet the house felt warmer because of her. So Micah began to change. He came home earlier, ate dinner at home, spent time with his son, and every time he saw Say. One night at dinner, "Why didn't you come home before?" Say asked coldly. "Work," he replied. "Work is more important than your son?" For the first time. Micah had no answer. Another night, the power went out. The boy ran to Say in fear. She lit candles and sat with him. After a moment, she looked at Micah. "Come here." He hesitated, then sat with them. The three of them, under candlelight, felt like a real family. One rainy night, Say slipped in the garden. Micah caught her. "You're reckless," he said softly. "You're heartless," she replied. Their eyes locked. Their hearts raced. Something began to change. One day, Say found old documents. Her project. She realized the truth. Micah had known everything, but he couldn't expose it due to confidential matters. He had silently taken responsibility. Sai felt her world collapse. That night, she confronted him. "Why didn't you say anything?" "It wouldn't change the outcome," he said calmly. "It changed everything for me." Tears filled her eyes. "I hated you." "I know." "You knew?" "Yes." Silence. Then, "But I never hated you." The night was quiet. Sai stood in the garden. Micah walked toward her. "I'm not married," he said. She froze. "The boy is my sister's son. She passed away. I promised to raise him." Sai's heart tightened. "I didn't know how to be a father," he continued, "until you came." He stepped closer. "You changed him, and you changed me." Then softly, "Stay, not as a nanny, but with me." Say's heart pounded. Before she could think, she kissed him. Soft, sudden, she pulled back immediately, blushing. I didn't mean." But Micah caught her gently and kissed her again, deeper, stronger. This time she didn't resist. She held on to him. She kissed him back and realized she was never truly silent inside. She had just been waiting for him. After that night, Say's heart was no longer calm. She was afraid, not of him, but of how deeply she had fallen. So she tried to leave, but the boy cried. "Don't go." Micah stood at the door. "Stay." "For him?" she asked softly. He shook his head. "For me. I don't know how to love perfectly," he said, "but I know I don't want to lose you." Sai smiled through tears. "And I don't want to leave anymore." Months later, the house was full of laughter. The garden bloomed. The kitchen was warm. They became a real family. One evening under the sunset, "You chased me for revenge," Micah said. Sai smiled. "But I ended up chasing you for love." He pulled her close, and I was caught willingly.